guys, welcome to the last day of the yoga journey, day 21. I'm so glad that you're joining me for this one. Today is yoga for the inner child. Put on something that makes you feel good and grab a drink and let's get started. We'll begin in an easy seat, whatever that looks like for you today. And on your inhale, raise your hands up overhead, bringing them to prayer. Exhaling them down through heart center. Inhale up overhead. Exhale down. Inhale to fill your cup today. Exhale, let the good energy flow through you. Inhale even bigger. Exhale down through heart center. Couple more times like this. Filling your cup, inviting in positive energy and playful energy. On your next inhale, bring your hands to your knees and pull your chest towards the front of the room, opening up your heart. On your exhale, push it back, rounding your spine and dropping your chin towards your chest. Inhale to pull your heart space open, pulling your shoulders down your back, lifting your gaze. And exhale, start to make some big circles with your chest, going all the way around your body. On your inhale, pulling your chest around the front and exhaling to round the back, making big circles with your chest. And whenever you're ready, you can go the other direction, maybe taking any other little movements that might feel good for you today. Awesome. Come back up to center, and then we'll come to sit on our knees. Bring your knees to touch and bring your feet wide enough just to sit in between them so that your butt is on the ground. You can stay here or you can lean back, maybe coming down onto your elbows. Only come down as far as is comfortable for you. You can let your hands rest on your lower back, or maybe you feel like you can lay all the way down on the ground, and that's awesome too. Wherever you are, think of slightly opening up your chest. Maybe lift your gaze or let your gaze fall all the way behind you. Lift your gaze back up, and if you were down on the ground, slowly come up onto your elbows and then come onto one hand at a time before rolling all the way over your knees, coming into tabletop. Make sure that your wrists are directly under your shoulders and your knees under your hips, and then we'll take some cat and cows here. So inhale, looking up, lift the tailbone. Exhale to round the spine, dropping your gaze, moving slowly and mindfully with your own breath at your own pace. Inhaling up, exhaling round the spine, maybe moving forwards and backwards. Feel free to get creative and play around with any movements that might feel good for you today. Tuning in to what our body wants right now. We tuck your toes, untuck your toes, make some circles or figure eights, roll out the neck. And whenever you're ready, walk your hands a couple inches forward and send your hips high for downward facing dog. Feel free to bend your knees a lot here, pedal out your legs, have a little dance party. On your next inhale, lift your right leg up towards the sky, and exhale, step it through in between your hands, dropping your left knee to the ground. Find low lunge with your right ankle directly underneath of your right knee. Let your hips sink towards the ground. Maybe come up onto your fingertips to open up your chest a little bit more, lifting your gaze. Take a few deep breaths here. Let both of your hips sink even deeper towards the ground. If you're not already, come up onto your fingertips and then squeeze your abs to raise yourself up, bringing your hands up overhead. Let your right arm come down to the ground or a block, and then lift your left arm up and over for a side bend, keeping your chest open. Let your shoulders relax away from your ears. Inhale back up to center. Exhale, bring your hands back down to frame the right foot. Tuck your left toes under, and then send the right foot back to meet the left in downward facing dog. Pedal it out a little bit, and then inhale the left leg up. Exhale, step it through. We'll do the same thing on the other side. So drop the back knee, maybe come up onto your fingertips to find that space in your chest and your shoulders. And then take a few long, deep breaths here. Inhaling through your nose and exhaling out your nose. Inhale yourself up, bringing your hands to your hips. Let your left arm come down to the ground or a block now, lifting the right arm up and over. Big inhale here. On your exhale, bring your hands back down to frame your foot. Tuck the back toes under and step it back to downward facing dog. Notice how you're feeling. Pedal it out for a moment and then slowly walk towards the top of the mat and fold over your legs, bending into your knees. Maybe grab opposite elbows. Inhale, slide your hands up your shins, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Walk your feet out a little bit wider than hip width apart with your toes pointing outwards. Squat down into Malasana or Yogi squat, bringing your hands to prayer and using your elbows to push your knees open. Maybe rock side to side, trying to sit as close to the ground as you can. Bring your hands down to the ground and come into tabletop again. Walk your hands towards the top of your mat and let your chest come towards the ground, resting your forehead on the mat. Keeping your knees under your hips and your abs engaged. Maybe bend into your elbows, bringing your hands behind your head in a prayer to open up your chest a little bit more. Take some deep inhales and exhales here. Lower down into your belly and coming into Sphinx for a moment, lifting your gaze. And then lower all the way down to the mat. Straighten your left arm out into a T beside you, turning your head to the right. Push your right fingertips into the ground by your shoulders and send your right leg over the left behind you. Take a deep inhale here through your nose. And on your exhale, slowly bring your right leg back to the ground, rolling onto your belly. Switch arms, straightening into your right arm, pushing into your left fingertips, sending your left leg over the right. Take a few deep breaths here as we open up our shoulders and side body. Feel free to bend into your leg and keep your foot on the ground, or just straighten into your foot and let it relax. Slowly bring your left leg back to the ground. Roll over onto your back and hug your knees into your chest for a moment, rocking side to side. Imagine a smile in your face energetically. Just think of a smile and notice how you feel. And then let that smile come to fruition as you straighten into your legs and let your arms fall down by your sides. Relax your face and relax the rest of your body into the mat beneath you, feeling safe and supported. Feeling safe enough to let our inner child come out and play and laugh and be creative and be ourselves. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope that you have an amazing rest of your day, and thank you for joining me on this yoga journey. I can't believe that it's the last day. I'm so grateful for everybody who joined me, and I hope that you enjoyed it as much as I did. Whenever you're ready, wiggle your fingertips, wiggle your toes, and stretch your arms over your head like you're just waking up from a long nap. Roll onto your right side and slowly push yourself up to seated. I hope that you have an amazing rest of your day, and like always, like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and leave a comment and let me know what about the journey that you liked and what I could do better on next time. Have an amazing day, you guys. Namaste.